Right now.
Here we go.
3.
Count it up. 3.
I watched iCarly my whole life.
1.
Hey guys!
Yeah.
Okay, do it again. No, I'm kidding. It's live. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the LA School of Comedy. It is raining and it is pouring and all the comedians are not snoring. We are out tonight because what else are we gonna do? We can't sit home. We can't sit home. Bo Burnham already made it. The inside shit. Inside and inside out, you know. So I feel like we have to wait before we make a reflective movie of that kind of level. I don't know. I feel like every time I watch a movie, I'm like, it was my idea first. But that's like my own complex, I guess. So, welcome, guys. Please give it up for Jen, our social media manager, producer, everything. Give it up for Aaron McIntyre, head of the Film Actors Cafe. I'm Samantha Linderman. I'm the comedy concierge. Some of us probably met on email and we don't even know it. And how beautiful is that? Because email is the least used social media and it's crazy. I mean, email is crazy, like bills and stuff. Like the clickbait in my email is crazy, where it's like, no, you have a doctor's appointment. Welcome, come on in. Welcome back. No, it's just me, guys. When I'm up here, like, just do whatever you want, like, whatever. It's totally whatever. So I currently work with children. Don't clap, obviously. Obviously don't clap for that. I'm not a teacher, but like they call me teacher because I'm like older than them. Some of them think I'm like 12 and then some of them think I'm 70, like actually 70 years, like with a dead face. And then I meet their mom and their mom is like 70 years old. And so I'm like, I get it. Like every once in a while, like we have, somebody will come to pick up a kid. I'm like, there's no way that's their parent. It's their parent. But you never know. We don't know their lives. And it's so funny, like, because they kind of tell us everything, but none of it makes sense. There's no timeline. They're like, one time, there was a fire, and everything was gone forever. And here's my new doll, though, that my daddy got me because no more fire. And then it's like they didn't live anywhere near the fire. Like, it's just so crazy. Like, they'll watch the news, and then they'll be like, that's me. You know, like, they get really confused. This little kid saw a Waymo, and he was like, ah! And I was like, I know. And I said, do you know what that is? And he goes, actually, yeah, that's a transformer. And I was like, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. That, I don't know. I don't want to tell him it's anything else. Grok is out for the children. Grok is trying to get, did you hear about this? Grok is Elon Musk's new AI for Tesla. I don't know why there has to be like so many different AIs. I don't know. I thought AI was like one. I don't know. I didn't understand that. I was talking to a guy about technology and he was like, come on, like you're smart. And I'm like, that's so fucking rude. That is so fucking rude. I know I'm smart, but I'm not smart about that, you know? I think it's really smart to be like, I have no idea, actually. I have no idea. It's artificial intelligence. You tell me. You tell me with your innate intelligence of the artificial fucking tech fucking... Tell me what a Bitcoin is. Like, tell me. Like, I feel like I thought I was, like, bonding with this man. I thought I was trying to, like, drop buzzwords. I was trying to drop buzzwords till we got to Hitler, and then it was just like... You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, obviously, I brought it up. Like, I'm the comic. I'm the ADHD, whatever. I just was reminded of... You guys know, like, they found his blood. Did you hear about this? Oh, my God, I'm like Mark. I'm the news right now. So I think it was an American soldier who like took a piece of carpet from his house and there was blood on it. And basically they did a DNA sequence and I mean, one testicle dropped and it wasn't even fully formed. And he very likely had a micro penis and possibly schizophrenic and of course, autistic. I just feel like they make everything bad in the world right now, like autistic, and we can't say anything because I feel like it's like, oh, do you not want people to be like diagnosed? But it's like, why do you put that in the forefront? Like, I don't know. I just feel like that's happening a lot right now. I'm like, there's more to a person than that. Wow. That's never happened like that. You know, I never speak on these crazy topics. Oh no, but so yeah, this is me on the phone with this guy. And he's like, you know, say what you want about Hitler, but he got shit done. And that's like, was like a middle school like joke, like everybody made, you know, like I was the first to be like, what did Anne Frank say when she played baseball? I did not see that coming. And people were like, why are you saying that? But I don't do that anymore. Like, there's so much, like, crazier stuff right now to joke about. What'd you say? I know, I used to get them a little... That's such a conspiracy. About Anne, it's not a conspiracy, but, like, a Mandela effect, where I feel like so many people got them confused. I've met at least 3 people who were like, I thought they were the same. I mean, it's sad. It's sad, but it's true. You guys never had that experience? I've had it like 2-3 times, you know. I don't know if it would make it better or worse to be blind and deaf in that situation, but no. It was so crazy having to like defend like everybody who died. It was a really crazy situation. He was like, no. But then we moved on, obviously, and we've been dating for 2 months. No, I'm kidding. We haven't talked since. Come on in. Here he is. It's okay. Welcome. Sign right in right here. Hello. Welcome. I'll wrap with this. This was the first thing I ever worked on with Sunda, for those of you. Like, give it up for Sunda Kronquist, everybody. If you don't know her, look around. Look her up. She's doing projects right now. Her specials out on Amazon Prime, performing all the time. Unfortunately not here tonight. I honestly don't want her to be walking in the rain. I can't lie to you. In her shoes. She wears the most amazing shoes, and also it's like in LA rain, like, don't wear those shoes. I was about to say don't tell her I said that. She's gonna see this. Okay. Love you guys. Who's ready to get this night started? Woo! I am so excited to bring up this first comic. He is an LA School of Comedy favorite. You can find him on pretty much all platforms by the name of Lee Shorts, everybody. Let's go. Keep it going. Wow. Crowd goes wild.
You know, it's not worth getting that much energy just for me. Jeez. It's wasted energy for me, honestly. You know, save it for other things, your energy. Don't clap for me. It's not worth it. You know. But I realize it's been hard lately. I've been second guessing myself often, I think. And it's, you know, possibly here. But so it's just hard to go on because, you know, I keep thinking whether this is right, you know. So, but anyway, the rain, I figured that one out, and miserable, and it does remind me of my girlfriend. 'Cause that was easy to figure out. Yeah. But she asked me, you know, do I talk about her when I do these things? And I said, really, I just make it all up. I said, I make it all up, so don't worry. And it's kind of like inspired by true events, you know. She went for that. But it's kind of silence after that. But we figured out how to do things. You know, absence makes the heart grow fonder. So I haven't seen her in 6 months. So it's getting fonder every day. I can feel it. Love's growing. You know, it's perfect relationship. I couldn't think of a better way to do it. Spend more time away from each other, get a better relationship, stronger. You know, I think that's the secret, you know, of new relationships, not being with each other. You can't go wrong, right? You can't have fights. Well, you can, actually. Well, long distance fights. True. But, you know, a lot of times she says things in anger, and she means every one of them. And she said the other day, she says she was so much happier before she met me, when she lived alone by herself. So I said, you know, go easy on me, you know. I had a rough time when I was a kid, okay. And I said, you know, I didn't even have any imaginary friends. It was hard. And I you know, it's just, I didn't see any, you know. But I was hoping, though. You know, they pop up. And, hi, I'm Lee. How long have you been imaginary? Do you want to be a real friend? So I don't know, but it's still hard, still hard. But my parents, when I was a kid, they were worried I'd get bullied in school. Okay, picked on, so they did home bullying at home. So, so the dinner table, mom would be like, "What's wrong with you? That hat looks like you got it from the trash. Come on." Dad would be like, "You're looking very stupid today. What's happened? Your face looks funny. What's wrong with you?" You know, I was an easy target, the list, the stutter, the dyslexia, all the boxes really. So they were concerned, which is understandable because I was bound to be relentlessly bullied, and I think they should have put me into their curriculum of bulliness because it happened all the time. So I'm the go-to bully kid, I guess. They're like, who's we supposed to bully? Lee's there. Go for it. I was always ready. But I go on. But so my dad, though, he sat me down one time. He's like, "I'm not gonna make fun of you anymore. I don't think it's right. I've been thinking about this. Not just you. From now on, it'll be you and your brother." Thinking that's fair. That's fair. Equal, I think. But I think I got the most of it, which wasn't that fair. But and I got my first dog. I was excited. He ran away, and my mom reassured me it wasn't me. It was our whole family. He just went to find a better family, more caring, more understanding. We were terrible people, honestly. So that softened the blow, huh? Yeah. All right. Well, that was okay, and and then I got the divorce. Of course, it's bound to happen. Mom reassured me again. But for the better, I'm sure. And she said it was. She heard about it's sometimes kids' fault. They think it's their fault. They get confused. And she sat me down and she assured me it was absolutely my fault, 100%. Yeah. Thanks. But then she said, "Oh, wait a second. Now I'm thinking more about it. It was a little bit your brother, too." Okay, that felt better, I guess. But now I just deal with my girlfriend. It's all right. I think we have a loving and caring relationship, really, just really not with each other. So it's kind of like a boxing match, really, and I lose every day. And kind of, how couples complete their sentences, more like we trade insults. And it's give and take. I take most of the time. But I go on. And I decided to get 2 dogs, actually. I had 2 dogs. So I got an emotional sport dog and a regular dog. In case the regular dog runs away, I got the emotional sport dog to get me through it. If the other dog runs away, the emotional sport dog, the idea is that they're healthy. They're not going to do it. They're stable. They're well-balanced. So should be okay. But one's a golden retriever. And, every time comes, sees me, love you. You're the best thing in the world to, can do no wrong. I'm bursting with unconditional love. And, honestly, truthfully, I'm sick of it. I've had enough of it every single time. Not in touch with reality. I'm not a great person. I'm not anything he thinks I am. Hate to disappoint you. Because, seriously, golden retrievers, they love anybody. They don't care who it is. So, no standards. I need some accountability like a cat or something. Yeah. Doesn't greet you. Reserved, indifferent. Just will go over to pet him and he's like, "You smell. You look funny. You got guilty look on your face. Looks like you've been buried bodies in the backyard or something. So, don't talk to me. In fact, never pet me again." I go on, But I was trying to. I hate my girlfriend. She smokes after sex. I hate that. And it's the only time she does it. So I said, you got to stop. It's really gross. And she said, okay, well, I want you to support me in quitting smoking. I said, sure, I'll do anything. She's like, so no sex for a while. It's not the answer I was looking for at all. I'm like, that didn't go right at all. Boy, honestly. But it's been a rough week. I went to, I got a rental car, got in an accident with a rental car. Yeah, so I didn't get the insurance. You get the insurance. And so it got all scratched up, but I decided to put some mud, cake it in mud, so we go back and they won't see it. And it's a great idea until they wash it off. And then that wasn't. But my girlfriend says I'm dumb smart. I don't know what that means. I have no idea what it means. And she said, exactly. So, and she said, I almost come up with really good ideas, but then they fall apart. And I said, that's not true. I had a good idea back in Boston, where I'm from. And I had a electrical problem with my car, too. And only got high beams at night. So they go in people's eyes. They hated that, of course. And so I decided, put duct tape halfway up so it wouldn't go in people's eyes. Brilliant. 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 That's right. Until the cop pulled me over. He thought it was the dumbest idea he's ever seen in all his years of law enforcement. I've never seen a cop so angry, even on TV. He's like, I want to impound your car, leave you by the side of the road. If there's a fine for idiocy, I'd like to give it to you right now. Just get over there, he said. Wait for your girlfriend to come. You tell her what an idiot you are. That was a little extreme, I thought. Yeah, really. But thank you all for listening, and have a good night. YouTube Lee Shorts, like shorts. So.
Woo! Everybody.
Thanks.
Keep it going, keep it going. It's a great crowd tonight. Honestly, you guys are amazing. Like, the energy in here is fantastic. I know you need to charge your phone. Is it a lightning cable or the new cable? Like, is it the older iPhone? Or like the different one? Yeah, okay, amazing. I do have that charger. Okay, I mean, if you guys have to go to the bath, this is the time. I think in this life I could be a flight attendant soon. I think that might actually happen. I love, Lee, that was so amazing. I love when you talked about imaginary friends. I used to kind of go like this and just think I could make one. So what does that say about my self-esteem at that age? I thought I was different. Nobody thought they had powers. I really thought I had powers. I'm watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, so I'm being really trying to, And then Stranger Things came out and I was like, it's lame to think that right now. But I still did shave my head. And yeah, and my dad was like, so you're a lesbian now? And I said, I wish. And he said, why do you want me dead? Why do you want to kill me? Why is it that you don't want me alive? And I'm like, whoa, calm down. And then it was just so much. So I had to double down, of course. I let this girl paint Starry Night on my head. You know what I mean? They really thought I was just done. I don't know, but why? We're allowed to express ourselves. You know what I mean? Go through changes. It's the only constant in life, of course. Amen. But this one time, I was, at this man's house, and I thought he was so sweet, caretaker for his grandpa. And then I was like, honestly, Sam, he doesn't have a job and his grandpa has a caretaker. You know what I mean? So you're kind of just making up a story. You actually don't know him at all. On the app, I did say I like comedy. I wasn't a comedian yet. I was like, I like comedy. And so he's like, what do you like, Dave Chappelle? But do you like this person? But do you like that person? And I was like, do you like girls? Are we going to hook up? Because I'm confused. I feel like you want to hook up with Dave Chappelle right now. I would call him if I could, but, And then he was looking me like in the eyes, like right when I felt like maybe we'd stop talking about Dave Chappelle. And he's like, "You look just like my mom before she died." And I had my shaved head, and I'm like, "Oh my God, like please, like stop." And he like did not offer to like drive or get me an Uber home. And I'm like, "How are you not gonna get your mom like a ride home? That's crazy. Is that how she died? Is that how she died? In an Uber?" No, guys, if I die in an Uber, I'm dying happy. Am I right? Like, come on. Amen. I'm so excited to bring this next guy up. Welcome, debuting at the LA School of Comedy. Come up, give us a few minutes. Talks, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
How's it going, everybody? Thanks for having me. I just wish for one time that would work. It's not a bit. I'm legally blind. So when you brought up Helen Keller, I'm like, all right, cool. She doesn't know who the hell anybody is. Yeah, I got 20% of my vision left. If you guys want to look it up later on, it's called Leber's hereditary optoneuropathy. It's a branch of Usher's syndrome, which potentially means I'm also going to lose my hearing. Please tell me you said something. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's pretty sad, but I try to look at the bright side and everything. Ah, fuck. Yeah, some people have told me that I'm going to be the Helen Keller of comedy. And I am not excited about being a woman. Yeah. If you're smart, you'll know, because my brother has this, my cousin has this. And if you pay attention, and if we have any nurses here, you'll know that God hates my family. No, it's a genetic thing. Me, my brother, and my cousin, we want to put a boy band together. We want to call it VIP, Visually Impaired Pendejos. It's just me and the homies. I've been losing my eyesight for the past 2.5 years. Before that, I was a regular asshole like you guys. Now I'm special. But I'm still Mexican, so it doesn't really. Yeah, I was doing blue collar work before this happened. I do AC construction, and also I do a pop-up barbecue. Look it up online on Instagram. It's called Blind Smoke Barbecue. This meat is so tender it is falling apart like my life. Thank you. It's cool, man. You can laugh. I'm having a blast about doing this shit. Yeah, it was just crazy because that's how I was actually able to meet, not yet, but no, Cinda. I was at a customer's house working on their AC. Yeah, and she told me earlier that day a bird flew into her window. And I mean, this fucking bird left a mark. I'm like, if I could see it, that thing just was going hard. You know what I mean? Like, it was just it was a huge splotch. I don't know what this says, but it was about this big, I think. I don't know what that is, but yeah, it was about that big. I was like, God damn. Whew, is it still alive? Like, oh my God. Yeah, but I'm glad. Did she get her bird back? Yes. All right, fuck yeah, she got her bird back, yeah. Yeah, it was crazy because my customer put it up on like Nextdoor and all those neighbor apps and stuff. And so, is this anybody's bird? Because the bird kept pecking at the window. It was like trying to get inside. So she was like, "Oh my God, like this is somebody's bird. It's a house bird." And long story short, they ended up contacting them, and then she shared something about comedy. And I had told my customer previously, "Hey, I'm doing stand-up." I invited them to a bringer show because you guys know how easy it is to bring people to those. Yeah, it's but yeah, and then that's the whole story of how I got here. I actually know somebody in the audience, and they said hi to me. I appreciate it whenever anybody comes up to me and says, "Hey, Tox, it's so and so," and I'm like, "Thank you, I appreciate that." Because other than that, it just feels like an asshole move. When I was just like, "Who are you? Which one were you again?" "Oh yeah, you had the joke about the unicycle and fucking a dog." Like it feels like some kind of Soprano shit. Like I think I'm better than you. Like I don't know who you are. I don't, and it's not. Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm just ranting at this point. How much time do I get, by the way?
Got like 5.
I get 5 more?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. If you're gonna give me the light, if you could just pull my hair, I'll finish it. I will finish in a minute. There we go. There we go. No. Don't do that. Are you gonna throw something at me? And then afterwards, I'm just gonna be a Jedi. Just be like wing. Fuck, man, that's crazy. No, do you guys have a favorite superhero? Superman? That's awesome. Hell yeah, yeah. Can you guys guess my favorite superhero? That's not racist, but I feel like that's the closest to racist that I can fucking say. No, it's not Daredevil. I don't know why I would get compared to Daredevil. I've never been a lawyer. My favorite, I know, I get it. It's the lead. That's what we're going for. My favorite superhero is the Punisher, and I got a tattoo of the Punisher a long time ago when I could see, so that's how I know it is. But also, like, I had to get it like touched up and fixed because you can't be this fat and have a fork tattooed on your arm. That is fucking. That is horrible. You know, like it feels like I belong to like a feeder site called like OnlyFans. You know. That's bad. As of today, I've lost 95 pounds. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've been on a weight loss journey. Some of my friends say, "Well, you know, it's not that bad because you carry your weight well." I wish I could leave it at home. You know, that's bad. I don't like being able to be this fat. I don't know. I've been walking around the neighborhood trying to lose some weight. I live in East LA right now, and I got gangbanged on. Not like that, but yeah, dude. I was walking around, and this was like, "Hey, fool, you looking real suspicious, dog." Yeah, you. Oh, I'm not looking at anything. And then he goes, "What do you mean?" And then I tried to explain it to him, show him the stick. He goes, "Fuck, for real, big dog?" They always call you big dog when you're fat. Serio, perro? And I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "That sucks." And I'm like, "I know." I was like, "What'd you think I was doing?" He's like, "Man, I thought you were trying to fucking take my cans, fool." I was like, "No." He goes, "Fuck. Well, if you need anything, perro? My name's Victor. I stay in this van. I'm your man." If I need anything, if you need anything, fuck, dude, you're in a van. You know? I was like, oh shit, dude, like, that's insane. Me and Victor have been really, really good friends now. I feel like we keep each other in each other's lives just to be like, well, at least it's not that bad. You know? Like, that's fucking horrible. But yeah. I appreciate you fucking making noise, because any of the people that do this is just like, I fucking hate those people in the crowd, dude. I can't hear you for shit, dude. And then after like, it's just a shape that's vibrating. I'm like, are they liking it? Are they having a seizure? Somebody fucking call 911. What's going on? Somebody slap them. Sorry. I wish I could just fucking look at my notes. It's fucking horrible, dude. Doing this shit, man. Like, I can't look at my notes. My buddy says I should write them on the inside of my glasses. I don't think they really understand what I got going on. You know? They also said that I should put some LEDs on my stick. I think that's retarded. I want to put flames on it so it looks like I go faster. That and a pair of Heelys, I'd be unstoppable. Going downhill. Oh, man. I really do a pop-up barbecue if you guys are interested. Sorry, this is also like a light sensitivity thing. So, like, white people are difficult to look at. They hurt. They hurt to fucking look at. But yeah, standing on stage is probably like one of the most difficult things in the world. Sometimes I just like close my eyes up here and like no one even knows, you know. That, but like it sucks because like sometimes I like to wear eyeliner and no one ever compliments me on it. Oh man. Yes, thank you. Certain colors blend in together, and like my hand, it disappears like on certain kinds of woods. Like that's why I paint my nails. And my buddy, who was just like, "Oh, what, like, dude, you moved to LA, like you being fucking gay, fool? Is that what this is?" I was like, "No. When I jerk off, I can pretend it's a girl's hand. There's still a guy. There's still 100%. There's a guy holding your dick." But also, like, have you ever reached out and like grabbed your drink and your hand is not there? Stop drinking. I don't know what your excuse is, but yeah. There we go. Can I end on one last thing? Yeah. Sure. When I started doing comedy 3.5 years ago, I got a tattoo of a microphone on my hand to remind myself to always make people laugh, because I think it's like such a beautiful thing, you know. I'm sure all of us come from different backgrounds, and when you can share a laugh with somebody, it's a beautiful moment. It's a vacation. Just like in that moment, nothing else fucking matters, not your bills or anything else. Thank you. When I got off of one of my shows, there was a lady that went up to me and she said, "That was very brave of you." And I said, "Doing comedy?" And she said, "No." "You got a Hitachi tattooed on your hand?" It's a bit of a Rorschach test at that point. But I've been talks too much because I can't really see too much, and I am out of sight. Thank you.
Keep it going for talks, everybody. Dude, that was amazing. Welcome to the LA School of Comedy. So happy to have you. So fucking funny. Guys, this is truly a great night. The best Manic Monday ever. Keep it going. Oh my God, I didn't bring the list up, but like, keep it going for your next comic. The very funny, the very talented Jacob McGregor, everybody!
What up? What up? What's up? What up? Talks, great to hear you again. I heard you at Tau. Always good stuff. Get up for Talks. Thank you. Great to be back at LA School of Comedy. Again, my name is Jacob. I work at a think tank. What up? Yeah. There we go. I got new stuff. But, yeah, my name is Jacob. I work at a think tank. A think tank is a bunch of nerds who get together and do research. So you see the article that says, oh, they taught a bunch of monkeys how to use money, and then they went and hired prostitutes. That was us. That was me. I did that. You're welcome. Tough hangs, those monkeys. They didn't really, I don't know, I wasn't really chill with them. They really only wanted one thing, and I was sort of, I don't know, oldest profession. But when I started at the think tank, I was a little disappointed, actually, because, well, it wasn't a tank. More of a table and chairs operation. I thought I had my snorkel, have my floaties. I had to leave it in the car. I thought we'd have lifeguards and they'd sort us by how well we thought, like the shallow thinkers. Oh, this guy can handle the deep end of the tank. But keep an eye on him, though. Keep an eye on him. Can't be too careful. But the thing about the think tank is I thought the small talk would be better, right? The office small talk. Everyone's so smart and interesting. Maybe it would be kind of a level up in the small talk department. Maybe a few people are pretty high-level small talkers, but it's either just boring or crazy. The boring is the same old stuff you hear every day. The weather, can you believe the traffic in LA, sports teams, just that same pot of just mediocre conversation. Can't believe I have to listen to this. Can I just exit this conversation? Can I hit a button? And then I look at them and I think, who let you into this tank? Why do you think any of this is tank worthy? What'd you do to get in here? You're polluting the water. I can't swim anymore. But some of the crazies kind of think they have to sound like robots to be seen as smart. I'll give you an example. I'm in line at the coffee machine. There's a guy, shorter guy, zany beard, tight jeans, pretty eccentric, has a fedora. You know the type, big bushy black beard. And he goes, "Oh, I'm getting my Think Juice from the Think Juice machine." I just, if you have to call it Think Juice, if you have to call your coffee, first of all, if Starbucks starts selling Think Juice instead of coffee, they're out of business right then. They're bankrupt. Nobody's going in that place anymore. And I mean, the Think Juice, if I need to call my coffee Think Juice, I'd rather just be tired. I have family, some friends, I hope, still. I don't know. My mom told me I paid for them, or they paid for them. That was kind of a shock. But no, I don't want to have Think Juice. That's a little intense. But you need the Think Juice. You need the Think Juice to stay focused. And sometimes I'm a little naughty. And when I don't drink the think juice, I start thinking about what they don't want me to think about. All right, one thought. I was thinking about resting racist voice. My high school baseball coach, I don't know what resting racist voice is, but I know he had it. Okay, it's pretty, there's a low growl, right? It sounds like smoker's breath. He says the word frig a lot. Like a normal baseball coach, any little league coach, high school coach at the big leagues, any baseball coach, they try to say as few words as possible. They're very simple men. Hey, we tried, we couldn't hit the ball, but we got a good guy on the mound tomorrow and we'll get him. Okay, we'll stay hungry. Something basic, motivational, a little rah-rah. My coach, no such thing. He frig all the time. We're friggin' late! We're friggin' brain dead! There's no friggin' hope. You're never gonna friggin' make it, Mac. Jacob, you'll never friggin' make it. Let me friggin' tell you, when I was a cop, if you were a cop, you would have been knifed at and shot at. You would have been friggin' dead. I'm living on friggin' borrowed time, Jacob. If you don't hurry up right friggin' now, Jacob, my family fought on both friggin' sides of World War II. Let me friggin' tell you. Pretty intense. He told us to take a lot of chances. He took chances romantically. He went to a Burger King when he was an off-duty cop. He liked the cashier's manners. He says, hey, you got a friggin' boyfriend? She says, yeah, I do. She's like, oh, frig. But he was confident. He was real confident. He came back to that same Burger King 6 months later. You still got the friggin' boyfriend? No, we friggin' broke up. They've been friggin' married for 25 years. Give it up for that. All the resting racist voice folks, I know they always find some sort of loophole to try to put you at ease, but it sort of backfires. I'll explain. He says, I can't be friggin' racist. I got a friggin' black wife. Which I can't, argue. I'm not going to argue with the logic. But it just doesn't sit right. It's like if he tries to say something progressive. You know what I'm saying? Frig does not sound right with progressive. We need more friggin' black trans women in office. Now, friggin' now. It would be nice if he thought that, but I'm not convinced. But let's see. The other thing I've been thinking about is motivational speakers. They're always saying you got to be hard. You got to be hard all the time. I don't really like that. I always see them telling me to be hard and stay tough. I'm at my baby cousin, 5-year-old cousin's birthday. There's a clown. Why do I got to be hard? I'm blowing up balloons and eating cake. Chill out, man. Chill out. Have fun one time. And then they tell you to avoid women. They say women are free of distractions. Stay hard. I'm a comic. Okay, if I'm with a non-distracting woman, I'll have no material. I'm a host. Okay? Burn my shit, Keep my car. Give me something to talk about. Thank you. How much time I got? 3. Beautiful. Oh, that's perfect. Give it up for Sam. That was great timing. All right, people who know me already know this, but my last name is McGregor. Very Scottish, Irish last name. But I am a sneaky Jew. I am the Jew you did not see coming. You did not see me coming as a Jew there. You thought, this guy's white. He's white. Talks, I'm helping you out. This guy's white. Maybe he's Portuguese or Greek or... No, I'm a sneaky Jew. I'm Jewed up. But... I don't know. I think a lot of comics will get up. I saw this guy on Friday. It was just the worst. He gets up there and he does all the hacky Jewish stuff that's been done before. And, we control all the money and we control the media and blah, 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 and the weather. It's we've heard that. Everyone's heard that. You're creating, this is people don't know Jews well enough anymore that they know the bits and then they're anti-Semitic. You're putting us back decades. Anyway, I'll keep it in synagogue. But... Right. I think we need a top Jew. Have I told you guys this? We need a top Jew to keep the other Jews in line at the open mics. You guys ever heard of an air marshal? The guy who's on the plane. You don't know who he is, but you know there's someone on the plane with a gun and a badge in case shit hits the fan. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need a top Jew. Some Jew gets up there, does the whole control the money and the weather bit. And the top Jew says, come here, Jew. Jew, you're not really up to snuff. You're going to have to lay low and pretend to be Italian for a while, okay, buddy? But another thing I've been thinking about at the tank was the Gentile folk, you folks of Christendom. You're really uncomfortable when I go hard W there. You may not like to admit it, but the ish is safety to you. You want me to say I'm Jewish. You want me to. You don't have to admit it. I know you want me to say I'm Jewish. It's safety. When I go Jew, 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 you go, ah! You like the ish, ish, ish. But I'm a big Jew. I am a big Jew. If you lined up all the Jews in the world, I would be one of the bigger Jews. I'm not the biggest Jew, but I'm a pretty big Jew. I'm pretty big for a Jew. I'm big in general. I'm a big Jew. Thank you. Yeah, give it up for the Jews. I'll wrap soon. I think, you might say, oh, you're only Jewish, right? Your dad, McGregor, not a Jewish name. But who are you to say that I'm not Jewish? Go fuck yourself. Respectfully, that's up to me to decide. Thank you, Tux. I don't know. The only way you get in trouble is if you use Jew as a verb. Okay, Gentile folk, don't use Jew as a verb. Do not do that. Because there's no way you mean it in a charitable way. Oh, Shlomo at my office. It was so great. I was so happy for him. He showed up and the promotions were happening, and Shlomo Jewed me out of my promotion. I'm so proud. No, you don't think. Shlomo and our Jew boss did the Jew nose thing, and now I don't have health care. You're not pleased with the Jews if you're using it as a verb, but some of the ladies of Los Angeles didn't seem to get the memo, which is very upsetting, a progressive town. I'm out on a first date. It was going so-so. It was right at that critical point of a date where you're thinking, okay, are we second date? What are we feeling? What's the vibe here? And she says, what do you got going on later this week? And I go, I got a show coming up. Super excited. A bringer. Tux, you're absolutely right. You're on the money. Finger on the pulse. Give it up for Tux again, people. That wasn't good enough, Tux. I see that there. I'm helping. I mean, you heard. Whatever. We'll talk after. But I lost my. Yeah. Oh, she said. I tell her. Oh, I have a comedy show coming up. Use promo code Jacob for $5 off. You don't want to go use car salesman on a date. That's not a good technique. But she says, what are you trying to Jewish me and Jew me into? Fuck, dude. What are you trying to Jew me into coming to your comedy show? And I say, whoa. On behalf of all Jews everywhere, I'm trying to Jewish you into coming to the comedy show. And oh, by the way, nothing you've said this entire date has been tank-worthy. Thank you so much, y'all. Give it up for Sam. I'm Jacob McGregor. I'm at JMac, haha, on Instagram. I have a show in Brooklyn. I'm going back to see family for Thanksgiving. Thank you. Super stoked for that. Red Eye, and then shows Thursday night. And then I'm also, we'll talk after. Thank you.
Keep it going for Jacob, everybody. I used to think I was not a sneaky Jew. But the older I get, I told my boss I was Jewish, and then after 20 seconds, she said, I see it now. And I was like, I don't know what that means. Like, please say more. Please. That was real, yeah. My dad's Hebrew name is Shlomo. I do live in a duplex with my aunt, like Fiddler, on the roof. Across the street from a temple. And my mom's on the community board against them for noise complaints. Like, I can't make it up, and we're members. Like, we're paying money to the temple to go complain about the temple on record with the city. You know what I mean? Where she's like, these bushes are too tall. And she was right. They were just too tall. They were all connected. You couldn't get out of your car. You couldn't walk. It was crazy. People always, when I tell people I'm Jewish, they're like, did you have a bat mitzvah? And sometimes people say it like, meh, and then sometimes they're like, did you have a bat mitzvah? And I'm like, guys, mine wasn't the one like where you made like $30,000. Like, I don't know. Some people tell me about their bat mitzvah, and I'm just like, where's my invite? Like, we went to camp together. Jewish sleepaway camp. I did go to Jewish sleepaway. Oh, that's what I want to say. I went to Jewish sleepaway camp, and that shit was crazy. That was so crazy. They really wanted everybody to hook up. Like, they would say if you met at camp and got married, you would get your name on a golden plaque on the bridge. And everybody was like, I'm gonna get a plaque, I'm gonna get a plaque, I'm gonna get a plaque. To the point where I was like dating for 2 days this boy who like only spoke Hebrew. To this day, best relationship I've ever been in. Oh, we were great. His joke was this. There was one other kid who also only spoke Hebrew. They would look at each other and just go, fish. And I think they thought it was like a bad word, and it was like the funniest thing in the world. And then I was like, I can't do long distance, and we both cried. Love you guys, and I love this next guy. Are you heading out? Yeah. Oh yeah, you have to go. Okay, keep it going for talks, everybody. Thank you for coming tonight. See you soon.
But also on Sunday, I run one over in North Hollywood at Bruise Brothers. If anybody's open, 7:30 to 8. You have Instagram? Yeah,
Oh, you told us.
It's on my page, but it's the. Huh?
Say.
I'm pretty loud, but yeah. It's Skullduggery on Instagram. 1L. I didn't know that. I've also been a goy, so I've been tricked like many a times to do that, and I was like, but it felt like being a dog. I was just like, what do you want, boy? What do you want me to do? Sorry.
No, have a great night though. Yeah, and hopefully see you soon. That would be great. Wait, so it starts at 7:30. Amazing. Okay, we'll talk. Like Jacob said, we'll talk after.
On Sundays at Bruise Brothers.
Beautiful, just beautiful. I love North Hollywood and downtown.
TOX _ the number 2 much. Talks too much because I can't see too much. Too much. Market.
I love it. See you soon. Keep it going for talks, everybody. And I'd love to welcome to the stage the man who makes it all happen, has a big spot in our hearts, the head of the Film Actors Cafe, Aaron McIntyre, everybody. Keep it going.
You got it wrong, baby. No. It's Vinny Carbone. How's it going, you guys? Everybody doing good? All right, that's good. I'm a fucking mess. You know, I'm a mess. I'm just a mess. You know, I don't know if you noticed, I'm totally bald. You know, it wasn't. It's not like I'm a cancer patient or anything. I haven't lost it that way. I shave it because it was very unfortunate. It's an unfortunate hair pattern up here, you know. There's like little patches all over my head. So, you know, there was one big one right in the front, so I grew it out long and pushed it back for a while, you know. And it looked pretty good, you know. Every time I go into the beautician, you know, she'd say, yeah, I don't know, man. I'd say, you know, do you think I should just shave it? And she'd go, no, I help you. I make you look good. And that's not racist. That's the way she talked, okay? So I'm not, I am racist, actually. I have one race that I'm particularly peeved at, the human race. Most of them. Not the people in this room. You guys are fabulous. But, yeah, so I got, I'm bald here. It was the problem with the thing in the front, you know, is that if I bent over, you know, it would kind of like flop down like this, you know, and then if there was wind, it would be like one of those balloon people out in front of the auto places, you know. Hello, hi, from across the street. So, yeah, and I gotta say that I'm a little upset with the people, you know, the hipsters who got the hair, you know, they grow the hair on top and then they shave the sides, because it's like a fuck you to bald people, you know. The balding people are just like, fuck you, man. I'm glad Talks left, because, you know, I was thinking maybe I should do some blackface, you know, so I guess I didn't want to blind him, you know, but, because I am very white, you know, but I would get in a lot of trouble for that, so I don't think I'm going to do it. I got hair everywhere I don't want it, you know. It's like it grows literally on the outside of my ear, like here. It gets like, you know, it's like stubble, you know, and I got to shave it every once in a while. I look like a fucking troll. You know, especially, you know, if I put the hood up, you know. It's not a good look. That's all I got to say. I had to get a nose job recently. Yeah, which is usually a Jewish thing. But, you know, I'm a goyim, and I got one anyway. You know, I asked for the fucking Jennifer Aniston, and they gave me the Carl Malden. Nobody knows who that is. You know, anybody knows who Carl Malden is? He was a guy with a very big proboscis. That was a proboscis. What's it called? The nose? So yeah, something like that. It's not pluribus or something like that. Anyway. So yeah, I got it on my back, I got a hair that grows out of my nose every like 2 weeks. I got this one little thing because if the sun is shining, it's like this little fucking stick sticking out of my nose. So I got to do that. So I got the nose job, and it didn't work. I mean, it looks okay, but the workings, I got it because this side of my nostril would just keep collapsing, So I went in and I told him that, and she goes, oh, yeah, I have a lot of Asian people in my life. Yeah, you got a deviated septum. So, they fixed the deviated septum, so the middle is straight now, right? But now the top of the nose completely collapses all the time. So I got to sleep on my left side only, and so I got a shoulder problem now. I got no lips. I mean, I don't know if you noticed that. No lips. Thank you, Father. Guy just gave me all the bad stuff, hair all over my body, and I was thinking about having a transplant, but it looked like I had pubic hair on my head, so decided not to do that because that would not be a good look. There was something else that, Sam, you were talking about something. Talking about email in the beginning, I have a problem with texting. I got a problem with texting. I'm a utilitarian. It's like you got to be utilitarian. You do it. It's like if you're talking over text, right? You got to say, what time do you want to meet? How about 5? Okay. Not, hey, where you want to meet? I was looking at this place over on Santa Monica Boulevard. We could go there and maybe, they have a really nice salad. I'm like, Jesus Christ, do I have to read a fucking novel every time I pick up my phone? So for all those people out there, all my friends who've been texting me for months and haven't heard back from me, pick up the fucking phone. That's all I got to say, because I think that's important. I think it's important to be, be a good person. Yeah, I'm losing my hearing as well. I'm losing my mind. I've actually lost my mind a long time ago. I am certifiably insane. I mean, not insane, but mentally ill. I have a certification. So, I got this psychiatrist stamp of approval. You fucked up. Anybody else got mental issues? Anybody? Yeah, certified. Yeah, you guys got to join us, because you just got the certificate. Congratulations. Let's give it up. So now, Lee, you say, hi, my name is Lee, and I'm a what? What are you? What are you certified in? Many things. Dyslexia, right? That's not in the DSM, though, Schizophrenic dyslexia. There you go. That's right. And we got, you guys got to know, we got a fight song and everything. We go to the rallies, the mental health rallies, and we're all out there. Get our brain. And no, I got to come up. I got to come up with a better one than that. And there's a better fight song in there somewhere. I think. Yeah, utilitarian. Somebody was talking about, when people talk to you. I have a problem with a lot of vernacular. A lot of the things that people say, Like one of the things is, have a good one, right? Have a good what? What am I supposed to have a good one of? Am I supposed to have a good day? Am I have a week, a year, a time, something? It's like, have a good what? Just, tell me what I'm supposed to have a good of. And for all those people who've said had a good one to me, or have a good day, or, have a nice life, or have a nice week, don't tell me what to do. It's my life. Do with it what I want. I'm a free man. And I have white privilege all over the fucking place, man. Anybody who's white, who even pretend white, or You know, even the issues, because I'm just gonna call you Ish from now on. You know, I'll just call you, hey, you fucking Ish. Because I love you, and that's the only reason I can say shit like that, right? But the other ones, you know, you walk into a store and people walk up to you and they're like, have a look around. It's like, feel free to look around. Like, I am free. This is a free country. And that's why I came in the stores to look around. What's the matter with you? And sometimes they come up to you and they go, can I help you? And it's like, you know, I figured out a really good way to shop. You know, it's like when somebody comes up and says, hey, can I help you? I just go, nobody can help me! And then I run to the other side of the store, and they never fucking fuck with me again. You know, they just leave me alone. I did want to come out of that for a moment and talk about the acting school. So we have an acting school here. I don't know if you know. So we got merch. So, yeah, Film Actors Cafe. Right now, we got classes Tuesday nights. I'm not going to have it for a couple of weeks because guess what, everybody? I'm going to the other side of the planet. Yeah, I'm going to New Zealand, see my daughter. She ran away from us, you know, because we were a terrible family. I was an awful father. So I'm going to go surprise her. No. No, that's not true. She invited me. So I won't be here for a couple of weeks, but I'll be back after that. And we do a lot of stuff here at the LA School of Comedy. We do podcasts, so you can come here and do a podcast. We can actually transform this room into like a tropical forest if we need to, or basically anything, if you pay us enough money. We also have a portable podcasting thing to where if you know, it's like you want to do a podcast in your living room. We'll show up. Takes about a half an hour to set up. All we need is internet, and we go live anywhere you want. So that's a good thing. We also have the Write Club, which is a comedy writing class that Dustin Chafin, you can look him up. He teaches that periodically. It's like a 4-week class. And got comedy classes with Sunda. Yeah. And, you know, I could also, you know, I do dialect coaching. So if you want to talk like another person, I can come and help you with that. I teach you that shit. I taught a lot of things in my life. Taught myself how to be the best lover I've ever had. And that's all my time for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. You've been great. I love you. Let's bring up Samantha Linderman.
Keep it going for Aaron. We have quite a team and actually a lot going on at LA School of Comedy. This is the place I met Paula Poundstone. We never talk about it, but it was so, yes, so the key's right there. You're going up, not next, but you up one more and then you. I'm so excited. Okay. I have no idea what the fuck I was saying, but I know it's time for me to stop talking, and it is time for you guys to hear from this amazing woman. She not only social media managed, graphic design, etc., everything. Yes, perfect. Girl, maybe I'll go with you. I kind of have to go. Wait for me. Let's go together. And keep it going for Jennifer Flores, everybody. Come on.
Hey guys. So yeah, my name is Jen. Just gonna get into it. Sometimes I sit back and I think like, damn, why do I have so much trust issues? Like, where does that come from? And then I think about that one time that my sister read my diary, found out I was gay. So that was fun. A lot of stuff happened to me that senior year of high school. It was great. It was really great. So yeah, she read my diary and she was like, "Are you gay?" And I'm like, "No, silly." And she's like, "'Cause I read through your journal and I know." Mind you, I love her down. Like, that's my girl. I love my sister. I love you. Love you. But yeah, so that's how that happened. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna I could either be in the closet for a little bit longer, or I could just tell my mom. So I told my mom, and I thought I was bi at the time. So I was like, "Hey, I'm bi." So there's still a little bit of hope. And she's like, "Okay, that's fine. Love you." And shortly after that, I got caught for smoking weed. Again, a lot was happening to me that senior year. So I got caught smoking weed. And my mom was like actually more mad about me being gay than the weed. So that was fun. I was like, okay, that's cool. I mean, I guess I can smoke, but I just can't kiss a girl. That's fine. So she was really involved in the school. I love my mom. Love you too. Like, you're going to see that's a real theme here. We viscerally hurt each other, but like, that's my girl. Like, love you. So yeah, my mom was really involved in my high school. I went to an all-girls Catholic school, so that kind of connects some dots for some people there, like destined to be a little gay. But yeah, so again, really heavily involved. And, she tells, I guess, the people working there what's going on. So I just remember one time being in class, and my dean comes and pulls me out and takes me to her office. And I'm like, okay, like, what the hell, whatever. And she starts being like, I get it. Like, sometimes when we're in all-girls environment, confusing things may start to happen, and you may start to feel things that, normally wouldn't be okay, like, da-da-da-da. And I'm like, no, like, no, that's not the case. And she's like, just going in, and I'm just looking at her, and I'm like, it's just not clicking to me, because what I'm staring at is a 6-foot athletic coach and the dean with cornrows to the back of her hair, who is also telling me how she divorced her husband and God is her husband now. So the closet is really glass right now. And she's trying to tell me that being gay is a sin. So I just hope she's somewhere right now living her life and living her truth, because we all knew she was kind of gay. I think that's why I feel like maybe if it was somebody else telling me, maybe even a man or somebody, like, I'd be like, okay, like, I'll think about it. But like her, I was just like, girl, we're both gay. What do you mean? Like, I don't want to be like you when I grow up. Like, imagine, like, I'm pulling people into my office. Like, no. So yeah, like, I just feel like the most homophobic people kind of look gay. I mean, there's my dean, there's like JD Vance, Young Thug, my grandma. So my grandma, super cute. She's like 4'11". Like, I've always known her as like a tomboy, I would say. And one day, like, I was visiting from college, and so I was like, hey, like, can we see your pictures? And so I'm flipping through pictures of, like, her, like, when she first came out here, because she's from Mexico, and stuff like that. And I'm just seeing, I'm like, oh, like, where are you at? Because it's, like, a picture of all these guys. And, like, she's like, I'm right there. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm looking around the room, and I'm like, nobody's seeing this? Like, nobody's seeing this? And we just keep looking. I'm like, who's this? She's like, oh, my friend. I'm like, okay, like, cool. You guys got your arms wrapped around each other. Love that. And I told my mom one day, I was like, like, you think she was gay? And, like, it freaked her out. And I was like, I'm sorry, I guess just me and the family. So, like, my grandma's kind of like, she really loves God. So she's kind of like, if I were to ask her, she'd be like the Dominicans, like, in New York, that it's like, they clearly look black, but they're like, I'm not black, I'm no black, I'm no black, I'm Dominican. She's like, I know gay, I love God. So it's like, yeah, Granny, sure. I'll just keep deleting the messages between you and this lady. She literally just had me block her number. I don't know if they're fighting right now. I don't know what's going on, but she'll just be like, Jenny. And she doesn't speak English, so she'll just be like, can you delete these messages? But she only wants me to delete hers, not the other girls. I'm like, so right now that she told me to block her, I'm like, what's going on? Like, and the lady's calling her. I haven't blocked her. I'm being messy. I'm like, I deleted it, but I haven't blocked her. I still hope there's love out there for them. But yeah, that's all I have for today. My name is Jen. I do the social media here at the LA School of Comedy. Thank you for the class. My role here is just to obviously promote the LA School of Comedy. I'm really thankful for the role that Cinda has given me here. I love, like, I'm not really a comic, but I come up here because it just feels fun to express myself. But yeah, how I fit into it is that we do sell the tapes because we are live streaming. So if you ever want to, like, boost up your portfolio, or you just need, like, something quick to show, like, submit for anything, that's where we come in. We can edit it. We can give it to you raw, however you like it. So thank you so much. I'm going to bring up the next comic, and it is our lovely in-house photographer, Hunter White. Give it up for Hunter.
How we doing, people? Joe Catch that talks started losing his sight 2 years ago, but he started comedy 3.5 years ago. Does anyone else think when he started losing his sight, small party was like, cool, now I got bits. Now I have a hook. Sam, you were talking about douchebag bros talking to you about AI. And like, oh, just tell them that AI isn't real AI and they're all large language models and AI won't be a real thing for decades. Just shut them up. What else did I want to talk about? Again, give me one moment. Okay, cool. All right, everybody. So a little about me. My mother was a school bus driver and a practicing psychic. On the weekend, she'd read tarot cards. So yeah, I'm a mess. Like, I'm just a mess. Like, imagine being raised with all like the woo-woo ideas of the hippie movement, but with like the inability to fill out government forms of the hippie movement. And they expect me to buy health insurance. What is this world? It's been a minute since I've been up here. Like, I had all that, and I didn't have like the family of a cult, right? And like, she was probably involved with a cult. We just like weren't invited. We didn't live there. Guys, I'm in so much pain. Okay, I'm 32, right? And this is the second time in like 2 months that I have slept weird and then just have been broken. Right? Like, I'm a bit, like, just twice. I just slept weird. It was after I jerked off. I jerked off and fell asleep. I masturbated and then like went into a weird position, and now, I don't know, now I like sit on the toilet and feel like I've had butt sex. Like, it hurts so much. Last time I threw my back out, I was smoking weed and coughed too hard, so God is punishing me. It's fine, I'm getting it together. Things are good, I guess. Y'all own gold? You know, it's an open mic. I feel like you do. You kind of feel like you heard on a podcast you should buy gold, and so you looked into it. Okay. I don't own gold. When I'm successful, I will not buy gold for your sake, because every financial decision I've made has not gone well. I think it's genetic. Maybe it's a family curse. My mother is from Florida, first red flag. But the reason she's from Florida is her great-grandfather left, more like ran away from Arkansas because they owed people money. I come from a grand tradition of debtors and hucksters. Like, you don't want me near the gold supply. Okay. Like, I don't know. People are like, oh my God, gold is so stable. It never goes down. Y'all, you should protect your investment. Run the P&L sheets on me. Like, I'm a hero for staying out of gold. I don't want to like send the world into financial ruin because I was up late one night thinking I'm going to get my shit together, make some investments. Did that out of order, but it's fine. I'm from Georgia. I'm a Southerner, and I reconnected with my Southern heritage this week. I went to Walmart, and I realized I never want to step foot in a Target again, because a Target feels like they're really nice, and then they go bully you on Snapchat, right? But Walmart just like will call you a slur to your face. Like, come on in, queer, check out these prices. They ain't the only things be rolling back. Glad you liked that one. I was excited to do that all fucking week. Woo! Okay. Sex work is work. Believe that? It's a very Brooklyn thing to say. So I believe that paying for OnlyFans is the only ethical way to masturbate. Right? Like, not too much, just when you're like feeling irresponsible. And like, I don't know, don't message too much, like get in, get out, get off, right? Like, don't fall in love with the stripper kind of vibes. I think of OnlyFans the same way I think of Indian casinos. You're like, at least all this money's not going to like a global faceless entity. Which, by the way, if anyone on the stream was offended I used the word Indian casino, I would love to be woke. Put the right word in the comments. Work's going well, and that's good. It's objectively good. I'm a contractor, and they want to bring me on full time. Objectively, it's good. But I have this, like, thank you. I it's like a very particular mental illness that I think people in here might like resonate with. Does anyone feel like when something is going well in your life, that means you will never make it in stand-up comedy? Does this make sense, right? Like, what? I can have healthcare, 3 square meals a day? But what if I got to play the funny farm in Tuscaloosa? I don't know what this was, but we're present. We're in the moment. Okay, I'm cheating here a little bit because I'm trying to put together like some 3-minute sets because I've been doing this shit far too long not to be doing more stuff. Comedy, it's great. Something will happen unless you wake up one day being like, nothing is happening. I'm funny. Why is nothing happening? And then you make stuff happen, and it's the cycle of life. Life goes on, right? So I'm going to do some 3 minutes. Bring up to the stage, Hunter White. Woo! Okay, hi, yeah. It's weird. Yep, my name is Hunter. If you don't know me, growing up I was really into like math and politics. Then one day I took a bunch of mushrooms, and now I just really like trees and crystals. How we doing, folk? I'm in my poverty chic era. Yeah, you know you're broke when you just start eating ingredients. Right, well-balanced breakfast? Nah, how about like half a bag of walnuts and some tuna? I don't know. It's been a crazy. I like went through a breakup while I was broke, which like during the moment was like kind of tough, but like looking back, I think was like kind of a blessing, because like I couldn't pay to distract myself, right? Like I couldn't search for peace at like a nightclub or on like a vision quest to a Nevada brothel. Like I had to be in this reality. Like, y'all, my credit is, like, not in the place where I can just Klarna a VR headset and dissolve into an erotic void. No! I have to rebuild real life in real life. But what is that, right? The hackiest thing people say, like, oh, my God, you got to do things you've always wanted to do. You got to live your dreams. So I have a few ideas. Now you disagree, you're like, continue. Continue down the path of despair. Go back to the hospital. Back! They'll take you. Gracie Square in New York, shout out. Where was I? Cool. The first is I'm going to go skydiving because I've always wanted to do it, and she would hate it, so why not now? Aaron, we got to talk about that. The second is I'm going to go up to Bend, Oregon. I'm going to go to the last Blockbuster. I'm going to get a T-shirt and a picture and a hat. It's going to be like a whole inner child exercise thing. But the biggest dream I've had since I was 10 years old is I'm going to go to a place in Sonoma, California, where photographer Charles O'Rear took a photograph that in 2003 became known as Bliss. Otherwise known as the Windows XP wallpaper. Like the field. Like I want to go to there. That's all I've really ever wanted to do. Comedy dream, wallpaper dream, right? Like that's my whole thing. My driving light. You know what my ex's like whole thing was? Buying a home. Maybe you can see why it didn't work out. Cool, okay, so that was 1 3-minute set, I think. How much time do I have? I have 2. Okay, I'm not going to do that. I'll tell you a story about my mother. So this is not a joke. This is hilarious. So we had guinea pigs growing up. Also, that animal name, weirdly racist. I don't know why that hasn't changed. Just, it's a side note, but we always had them because my parents got divorced and then they got a pet and like, oh, we have to keep getting this pet, right? It was an endless cycle. So like me and my brother, I have a brother, even though I have only child energy, apparently. We had 2, right? I would have one, he would have one. Time will go on, one would die, they would replace it, right? And then the cycle, it's just trauma. Just, they should have taught us about death earlier. It's fine. But so one day my brother's guinea pig dies, right? My mom sits me down and she's like, Hunter, we can't like this is like a lot for the guinea pigs. Like we're going to send them to a farm. And when you tell a child that their animal has gone to a farm, the animal's fucking dead. I knew this as a child. Even then I was like, this bitch is trying to save me. I appreciated it, but I knew she was full of shit. It's fine, right? Shout out Natasha. But you've met my mother. She's a hoot. But but through comedy. Don't be fucking. Anyway, so fast forward, I'm in college. I'm telling my then girlfriend this story, thinking how hilarious it will be. I'm 21 or 19, 20 years old. I'm like, I'm gonna call my mom. She's finally going to tell me about this damn guinea pig. I called her. She told me, I'll look up the farm information for you. She's maintaining it. Again, why do people expect me to pay health insurance? Okay, you guys have been fun. That was fun to do. My name is Hunter White. You can find me on the internet at my name is Hunter. Haha, on the 7th, I got high and agreed to a show, and turns out it's a bringer show, so I might not do it, but we'll see on the 7th. What? Yeah, is it worth it? Okay, there weren't 10 people. I don't have a huge social network. We'll see what happens. LA School of Comedy, come out.
Okay, at the haha on the 7th at. Oh my God. Sometimes being at LA School of Comedy, I feel like I'm at my elementary school where I'm like, did you introduce yourself to the owner of the club? Okay, guys. That's what I sound like at work. Was that scary? If you were a kid, would you be scared? Okay, everybody. It's enough. It's enough. Today I started bringing out Santa, where I was like, you know, like all teachers know Santa, obviously. He calls everybody every year and sees like your grades and all this stuff, and they're like, yeah, I know that. That's my favorite thing, when they don't want you to be right ever. They don't want you to be like, I knew it before you. They're like, yeah, I know that. Obviously, every grown up has Santa's phone number. And I knew that, obviously, because the elves are their babies and whatever. I'm so excited to bring up this next woman. She is full of joy. We just got to go to the bathroom together, and it was like the best part, honestly, of my whole month. So come up, introduce yourself, come have some fun, bring up that laugh. Abiba too, everybody. Let's go. Woo! Keep it going, keep it going.
Hello, everyone. My name is Abibatu. I've been trying to do this forever. And I've been in my mirror, and most of the time I'm thinking, they will not understand what you're saying, Abibatu. Don't be going up there. I told my daughter, and she said, oh my God, you're funny. You need to go there. And my sons will not stop laughing that I'm here today. So, but I left Africa at 16 years old, and now I'm going back. I'm back in Africa, doing 3 months in Africa and 3 months here. And just the experience I've been having, I just think I need to share that, you know? Because when I arrived back in Africa, doing business there and being a woman, it's just something that I wasn't expecting, because I'm used to, my whole life is in Los Angeles, walking around, doing work. And I will be walking in the street in Africa, and if guys see me, they want to call me. They're like, hey, don't you hear me talking to you? And I'm not used to that, so I'm looking at them like, who are you talking to like this? You know, starting a fight with them, but they don't even understand. The minute I do that, they understood that, okay, she's not from here. Imagine, I'm there and I'm not from there. So I want to tell the story about how I became a single mom, and I was so embarrassed about that, you know. And I moved into a lady that took me in. She was a single mom, and she would be telling people, oh my God, I'm a single mom. You're a single mom. Don't be worried about it. I was so embarrassed. So I cut off going to African functions. And I was just going around and afraid to go there because I was so embarrassed. So after my daughter was 1 year old, they took me down to the African function. My girlfriends were like, you are going today. I'm like, no, I don't want to go there. I don't want to see him. So I went there. Guess what? My husband was in the dance floor. He was dancing, having fun. There's a new woman. And I was in the corner watching them, you know. And since that day, I was like, wow. Now I always preach to women that please do not hold yourself because you are sad and you're in a bad relationship that you cannot. You need to be out there and meet people again and just know life is a journey and just keep going, you know? So that was one of the lessons that I learned from that. And being embarrassed about that was, imagine in our culture, the way we were raised, it's like you're keeping secrets. I didn't do nothing wrong, but I was the one who was afraid and shy. And the person who did the wrong was the one who's out there doing stuff, you know? And everyone was looking at him, cheering for him, and I'm the one who's ashamed and hiding when I didn't do wrong. So that was a big change that happens to me with the transition of being an African and coming to the United States. So my thing with the comedy is I can talk and present myself, but I don't know how to make these stories a joke. You know, that's where, this is where I'm working on right now, for me to be able to stand on stage and have a punchline for each of these things that I'm telling you. Because what I think I'm doing is telling my story, but I don't know how to make it funny. You know, so this is where I am right now. And it's my second time standing on stage. I was in Hollywood the first time I was on stage, but it was a class where they critique you. You will get on stage, make jokes, and then they will tell you what you did wrong, if you was not talking on the stage, if you were moving too fast, stuff like that, you know. So, and my stomach is boiling right now. I don't know what to say. I was hiding. I was hiding. I went on there. I was like, it was having fun, you know. I'm like, wow, look at him having fun, you know, with the new woman. And I have the baby. I'm looking at them. And so those were the things that happens to me. And after that, I went home, and the following day, it was 1 year after our separation. I went home, take out all my clothes, was dressing and trying to move, and said, no, I'm going to start seeing people. I'm going to start getting out there. That's not the way to move, you know. And also another reason, too, where I think comedy chose me and I'm here right now, is also that I am a nurse and I can share the stories in the hospitals, too, you know. Yeah, you know, because when we get in the hospital and we're taking care of patients, you know, sometimes we get patients who are very sick and the family walks in, and you will see movers and shakers in the hospital. Just last week, a mover and shaker in the hospital. I call them mover and shaker because they're the ones that runs the show and everything. But I was sitting there listening to them giving a report about the patients. And the person who was night shift telling the day shift about this patient's family, oh my God, you can't believe it. She's too much. She doesn't want nothing for you to do nothing with her husband. And so guess what? The mover and the shaker nurse went in the room and told the patient's family, I only have 2 hands. And the whole hospital, the lady, of course, threw the nurse out of the room. And right away, I knew I'm going to get that patient, you know, patient's family, you know. And they moved that lady out of the room, and now she has to give me a report, and she's telling me about the patient. So you can't believe it. She doesn't want you to touch the husband. You can just crush the meds and give it to her, and she will give the... And in my head, I'm thinking, that's easy. I don't have to do nothing in the room, you know. And she's like, you can't believe it, you know. And then sometimes, you know, I think the racism kind of block your thinking, you know, because when it blocks your thinking, that makes you look at things differently, while you can look at it in a way where that's okay. If I just crush the med, I give it to her while I'm talking to her. And she told me, oh, guess what? I walked in the room. I know I shouldn't say that, you know, Abibato, I shouldn't say that. But guess what I said? I said I only have 2 hands, because she was about to ask me for this. And I said, you said that to her? And of course, she was like, you have to apologize to her. You have to go say something to her, you know. But anyway, got the patient, and I got the best life. She got another admission from ER, who was a patient with meth. She was struggling with that patient. And I just have my medication, and I'm chilling with my new patient. So how many sisters do you have? Oh, my God, that's what's going on, you know. Because the lady was going, the patient was going on hospice. Her husband was going on hospice, you know. So there's a lot of stuff going on with her already. So you just need to tap on that area, console her, you know, and understand where she's going through. But sometimes, you know, people don't have patience for one another. And you lose. That day she lost because she was passing. Got a new patient doing admission. The patient was jumping out of the bed, and I have my lady here. So these are just experiences that I would like to share. And right now, I think what pushed me more to coming here today was my daughter. I have a 23-year-old daughter, and a son who's 23-year-old son, and my daughter who's 28. And she was just acting up, doing so many things that I don't even understand. I left for Africa, came back, she stole my car, her and her boyfriend. They stole my car for 4 days, and I'm calling her, she's not picking up. I went to the police station for the first time. I've lived here more than 30 years. I went to the police station to go report my daughter and her boyfriend. I took the bus there to go and report. And the police was looking at me like, I said, yes, it's my daughter. And he's like, are you sure you want to do this? I said, yes, I want to do that. If something happens to my car out there, I heard I'm going to be in trouble, you know. Right there, I'm in the police station. My daughter calls me, your car is here. I'm like, okay, when are you coming? I've never been in the police before, so I really don't know when I'm coming, you know. This is my first time in the police station. Just parked my car and I'll finish my report, you know. So I'm going through all this new experience that makes me, that I just think I have to share the stories. And I'm wondering that, should I share this when I'm by myself? Should I come here and share this? But I either do that or it stays in me and mutates, you know? Yeah. So that's why I'm here today. It's my time over. Huh? What? Do you have social media, Instagram? No. Thank you. Yes.
Keep it going. Yeah. Keep it going. I wanted to say it's so funny that you like learned like actual medicine and you're like worried about doing that. Like you can do this. Like you are so funny. Like you really are. Like, oh my God. And it's also about having fun. Laughter's the best medicine. Love you guys. We still have one more headliner, but we are going to end our live stream. Thank you to those of you watching at home. Just come on in, honestly. It's better than explaining it. We do Zoom, though. But come in real life. What? We work with kids, LOL. Good night, everybody, on social media. And I'd love to welcome to the stage the very